Hi, good morning, everyone. Rob Lukey with our Capital Group. Just to go over last week's auction, some of the things that we're doing. Remember, you can always go to past performance to follow us if you don't have an account and look at some of the things that we've done this year. Get an idea of how those are working and kind of going forward. Also, what I'll tell you is that remember, if you just want to see how the account works and want a demo of the software and you want to try it out, we certainly can do that. And we can go ahead and hook you up and set you up with a demo so that you're able to search for properties and put in orders and these type of things so that you can kind of see what happens. Washington last week, one of the things that you're able to do is you're able to go through and go, okay, well, what happened last week? So you can see some of the properties that were available last week. And you can, if you remember, if you click on hot properties, these are properties that we actually did research on and were targets for that auction. And what you can do is you can go back and you can say, okay, well, what happened to those? And we bid on all these properties. We were unsuccessful because we thought they went a little high. Purchase price on this property was $203,000. We had it valued at $235,000. Remember, we try to get 10%. That's our kind of our default. We try to focus on getting a 10% return. So if we go below that, we tend not to move it bid any higher. Here's another one. It's Snohomish. This was the purchase price, $191,000. Opening bid was $175,000. We had it valued at $220,000. Here's another property. This actually went for just went for $1 over. Uh, Here's this particular property. So you can go through them and you can get an idea of how those properties worked. If you want to look at different research on the property, remember you can always log in, click on it, and see the old listing, the drive, and this type of information as well. So remember, it's a great way. It's a great way for you to go ahead and be able to get involved with some of the properties and into the real estate market on a short-term basis. Remember, if you want to search for properties and put in bids, you can do that, or you can put in a passive order. And by putting in a passive order, what it allows you to do is just take a position in the next few properties that our capital group that we're investing in. So if you put in an order to buy 50,000 in the next two properties, that'll give you ownership in the next two properties that our capital group purchases. And then obviously you get updates and the things that we're doing. You can always you'll be able to log on to your site. You'll be able to look, for example, and go, okay, well, what's going on with some of my investments? You'll be able to click on them, and you'll be able to see, for example, all the information. We're doing the rehab on this particular property right now. Also, you'll get videos and stuff. If you're part owner in that property, you'll get videos on the rehab so that you can kind of see what we're doing and see how things are progressing as well. So again, if it's something you want to look at, it's in my opinion, again, from a standpoint of an investment standpoint, considering if you look over the last period of time and you look over our return versus, again, everybody has losses from time to time in any portfolio, but if you look at the overwhelming return, this has a fairly low beta. You're in actually an investment that is a tangible asset in the market, and you're able to go ahead and see it progress and flip and invest on a short-term basis in real estate. Hopefully everybody has a great day, and we'll talk to you next week.